What if we told you there's a Disney World restaurant that not only overlooks one of the rides, but actually is a spinning attraction itself? Sounds great, and it's called Garden Grill. And we've seen some say it's one of the best character meals out there, but we discovered it's actually one of the most overrated character meals out there. To find out why, come along as we show you all of the food.
You give the apple pie 1 thumbs down and 1 thumbs up.
All of the characters, all of the information you need to decide for yourself whether Garden Grill is the right choice for your family's next Disney vacation.
Garden Grill is located in EPCOT's Land Pavilion, and honestly, the downsides start right away for parents, as strollers are not allowed in the building. So pull any sleeping or fussy kiddos out and take the longest walk from stroller parking to character meal in all of Disney World. Once inside, you will see the restaurant straight across on the other side of the building. Simply head down the ramp to the entrance.
But we can't talk about Garden Grill without first talking about the ride below it, Living with the Land. This is because the two are linked together. Not only can you see the ride from the restaurant and vice versa, but the ride also takes you through greenhouses where plants are grown that are actually used as ingredients in meals at EPCOT dining locations, including Garden Grill. And in fact, at the exit of the ride, you can purchase some of these plants to take home as souvenirs, though they do stop selling them after the last behind the scenes tour of the day. Later in this video, you will see we actually bought one of these plants to play into our character signature idea.
Garden Grill is character dining, which is often very popular, so reservations are always recommended. Though, to be honest, during EPCOT's various food festivals, the demand is not as high, and we did see a full slate of reservations available the day we went. But those reservations can be made up to 60 days in advance for all guests. And for those staying at a Disney resort, that 60 days in advance counts from your hotel check-in date and immediately allows reservations for the first 10 days of your stay. Garden Grill is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and while the food and price will be different for breakfast, the characters you meet will be the same. Keep in mind that for Disney pricing, an adult is defined as 10 and older, and kids are aged 3 to 9. If they're under 3, they eat for free, though they are always included when making a reservation.
When you check in for your reservation, you have the option of selecting either a booth or a table, with booths being closer to the outside and tables being up higher. While being seated, you will of course notice the restaurant is moving. Don't worry too much about getting dizzy, it rotates very slowly. It takes about an hour and 15 minutes for a full rotation. The best part is when it passes through the biomes that are featured in Living with the Land, though your view down into them isn't great unless you stand up from your table and go look. You do get a bonus peek though into this house that you can't get from the ride. But spoilers, there's a bed, a globe, a light. It's a bedroom. When you rotate beyond the ride, you view some basic garden artwork, and then of course, part of the time, you just view the entrance. But eventually, you will get back around to the ride, and that dog, it just keeps barking, and barking, and barking.
But speaking of dogs, you will also get to meet Pluto, who, if you squint hard enough, you can see he's wearing a unique outfit here. As well as Farmer Mickey and Chip and Dale, who are also not dressed up. Each will visit your table one at a time, and as always, they are happy to pose for photos and provide signatures.
So the special thing we brought today is this planter. We knew it was Living with the Land, and we wanted to get a plant. So we're gonna go ahead and plant this in here. And Fiona painted this herself, didn't you, kiddo? Did you paint it? Look how good it is. And we're gonna have the characters sign it. And we're really, really excited about this one.
I would like to note I lobbied for the Venus flytrap for a featured plant, but was vetoed because it is, quote, difficult to grow, though I suspect the real reason is something else.
You think, Dad, we should get the Venus flytrap?
Yeah, that's what I think we should get.
Don't we want to get something we can eat?
If you don't have something for the characters to sign, don't worry. At the end of your meal, you will receive a souvenir character card that already has all the signatures on it.
Hi, Chip.
I'd like to see you again.
Not bad. You want to take a picture with Chip? We have this to sign, Chip. This is a planter pot. There you go. Thank you so much. sign. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. You want to take a picture with me? Where you going, bud? You gotta look at Pluto. Hi, Pluto. You want to give Pluto a hug? You have something to sign if you don't mind, Pluto. That nose is coming in handy, huh? Thank you so much. You want to take a picture with Pluto? Yeah, look at we both have overalls on. I just realized that. Mickey, a hug. Do you mind signing our planter for us, Mickey? Look at that's you. She painted this. Looks good, my kiddo. Shoot it there, put it in there. I guess our collection's complete. Thank you, Mickey. You say thank you to Mickey.
You are guaranteed one visit from each character, but with the restaurant not at full capacity for our early dinner, we actually got to meet all of them 3 times. We appreciated getting that level of interaction, but now we must mention a big negative of the Garden Grill character experience compared to the other character meals that we've been to.
And recently we visited every character meal so we could review them all for you. And if you have found our reviews helpful, please help us out by subscribing. We can confirm that all of the other character meals have a bonus character experience alongside the usual meet and greets. At some restaurants, this comes in the form of a special wish-making ceremony. At others, it's a parade or a promenade. And others feature characters dancing, and sometimes you can even join in with them. At Garden Grill, nothing. Zip, zero, zilch. Out of a dozen character meals, it is the only one that has no bonus character experience. We do feel that this does diminish the value of an expensive character meal. We wish that they would add a 5th character to make up for this. We think it could be fun to add Donald Duck into the mix, as he did often star alongside Chip and Dale in the classic cartoons. And who doesn't want to see Donald in his farmer outfit?
But hey, it's a restaurant, and you came here to eat, so let's take a look at the food and see how it measures up. You first will be brought cornbread and salad, including carrots and celery that were a hit with the kids.
How's your celery, Phoebe? How your tongs, bud? Give me those. You like the cornbread, Ian? Yeah? I'd say so. The cornbread, it was kind of dry, and it did taste very similar to the cornbread that you can get at Hoop-de-Doo and over at Trails Inn and Fort Wilderness. I think it might honestly be the same, but ours was a little bit dry today, but it does come with honey butter.
And the flavor of the cornbread itself is really good. I don't love cornbread, but I was satisfied with this cornbread. Very soon after, we were then brought the main course. Garden Grill is family style, meaning it's all you care to eat. The full menu of items is brought to your table so that you don't have to go up to a buffet. If you want any more of the items, simply ask your server, and another helping will be brought to you.
In regards to the drinks, while basic beverages are unlimited and served appropriately in mason jars, except for your spill-proof cups for the kiddos, there are specialty drinks at an extra cost, including a cotton candy lemonade.
The turkey, you know what turkey tastes like. It's cooked well. It's not dry, it's not super tender, it's just standard turkey. The gravy's good. The steak, I did not like. It comes standard with chimichurri on it, and I did not like that. But you can ask it for the chimichurri on the side, and it was much better without that to me. It's cooked medium, it has like a good sear on it you can taste. The mashed potatoes, to me, were the highlight. That was the thing that was above average. Just have a really good full flavor, and you don't even need like gravy or butter on them. You just eat straight mashed potatoes and they're really good.
I like the mashed potatoes first. I'll take the mac and cheese second, then the steak. I love the steak.
Overall, I think everything about this meal was very fine. My best bite was the steak that we requested without the chimichurri. I didn't mind the chimichurri, but like I did like it better just plain steak. Veggies were good. There was red peppers in there, zucchini, yellow squash. It was all like seared and grilled, so it had a nice flavor to it. But the turkey was very fine. It was thinly cut, which was good because it was really easy for the kids to eat. But to be honest with you, it kind of reminded me of just like a thick deli meat turkey. Mashed potatoes were good. They're the slightest bit lumpy, but overall they were very buttery. And I think Tim said that you don't even really need gravy, and I would agree. Like they were so flavorful on their own.
When you are ready, your server will bring dessert, ice cream on a seasonal pie, which was apple for us. One awesome perk here is that kids do get their own special dessert, which was a Farmer Mickey cupcake served in a little flower pot.
Is that good?
It looks like you're eating dirt.
Does it taste better than dirt?
Kids cupcake, it is very rich. It is chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. There's some like Oreo crumbs on the top to look like dirt, and then a chocolate frosting and a chocolate cupcake. So if your kiddo doesn't like chocolate, this may not be the dessert for them, but if they do, they're in luck because it is chocolatey. How's that ice cream, Fifi? You give the apple pie 1 thumbs down and 1 thumbs up? I don't think the filling is cinnamony enough for me. It doesn't have much flavor at all, to be honest, but the crust was really good. It's very flaky. So if you like an apple pie and your focus is the crust for whatever reason, then this is pretty good.
The apple pie, the vanilla ice cream is pretty decent on top, but the pie itself, I don't love apple pie, and this didn't win me over. There's not enough flavor in it. There's cinnamon on top, but within the pie itself, it doesn't seem like there's very much cinnamon. There's just not much flavor to the pie in general.
One way Garden Grill did excel for us was the service we got. So shout out to Patrick and his many puns and for pointing out that sneaky hidden Mickey.
So is it worth it? Honestly, our answer is probably not. EPCOT is well known for its many exciting food options, and this menu is decidedly not exciting. The safe options might appeal to those with picky eaters, but there are also character meal buffets at other parks and resorts where the picky can choose their own items rather than just keep everyone restricted to a rather limited menu. And while the non-adventurous might like Garden Grill's menu, you are ultimately paying a high price for a pretty basic meal. Of course, that price does include character meats. Mickey and Pluto can be met elsewhere, including in EPCOT and at other character meals. And while it's true that this is the only character meal featuring Chip and Dale are otherwise available to meet at every single park, and also at Fort Wilderness, where they'll play games and dance with you at the Campfire Sing-Along that's free for anyone to visit. At Garden Grill, remember, there's no songs, there is no dancing.
There is a time to dance.
And the rotating restaurant itself isn't enough of a draw in our opinion. The views you get of the ride are just worse versions of the ride. You might as well just go ride Living with the Land. And with its average wait time being about 10 minutes, you probably don't even need to buy that lightning lane, let alone a $60 meal. Even the behind-the-scenes tour that truly gives you an inside look at the ride costs less money than the meal. But if you're on Living with the Land and you're looking up and you feel you just gotta see that view from the other side, we can say that we did have fun meeting the characters. And though the meal is simple, we did enjoy our food. If you do ultimately choose to go with Garden Grill for your character meal, we don't think you'll have a bad time. But for us, this is a one-and-done experience. And if you do go, then afterward, you can go downstairs and get the Garden Grill pressed penny for your coin collection and know that you truly earned it.
Can you do it? Maybe baby brother should help you. Baby brother, can you help turn this? Oh, that's the Garden Grill.
That's the garden. Oh,